Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest character here, as you can see, in being Captain Carter, finally joining the battle here. She's going to be joining that Rebirth team and part of that new Bio Raid team. As you can see, what she's bringing to the table is high health and damage. She's going to be additionally supporting her fellow allies with positive buffs and healing them in addition to that. She also has the ability to revive a fallen Rebirth ally as well. So we're going to take a closer review of her kit in terms of how that mechanic works. But overall, guys, as you can see, the other true benefit is in Raid specifically. She's going to also be providing buffs, and as well as any threshold drop below that 30% HP. There's going to be additional heals, and passively more armor and HP for the rest of the fellow Rebirth allies. That said, we got confirmation here. This is going to be coming out of the Woman at a Time event, which is in a couple weeks through these Lost in Time Orbs. So does seem like she's going to be the next campaign event character featured. So in due time, we're going to get some more information. Hopefully that stays the case, because those events always remain to be pretty free-to-play friendly, and that's ideally how we can capture more shards of her. Now, with every character that's being added, guys, we always have to take advantage of the increase here of the Red Star Orbs promotion. So you can see we got the increased drop rate of 15% for a limited time. So you bet we got to take advantage of that today. We're going to be also deep diving your kit overall in terms of what her T4 recommendations look like if you guys are planning to bring up this team as part of the next Bio Raid team as well. And then we'll also take a look at potentially what we can slaughter in with the Iso-8. So that said, I do see our avatar there, which is really good for the rest of our orbs. And ideally, what I like to do is also hit the eye for additional details. We always just want to make sure that the image here actually does reflect her inclusion in the orb here. So you can see by scrolling to the very bottom, we do see that increase in 15% for Captain Carter. So we're in a pretty good spot. Ideally, I want to aim for at least a 3 red. That's my goal today. Obviously, a 2 or 3 at the end of the day isn't bad either. But I mean, 3 is always a good benchmark, especially when we get these promotional characters coming out. So we got 130 ramped up here. It's been quite a while since the last time we actually did a video on this. So let's open a few more here and see how our luck is today. Maybe even open up some Leaf Forts, because honestly speaking, I think she's going to be a strong backbone to the team, and having a stronger Captain Carter is going to go a long ways, especially if you guys are planning to bring up this team as well. Oh, there we go. So it wasn't too much. Got the 3 red there. Okay for now. So yeah, you guys always maintain a budget, because you never know, and it doesn't usually cost much to upgrade from a 3 to 4 red anyways. But I might try again later in terms of the more additional lower ranks, just to see if I get lucky, because I do like to conserve my materials. And again, to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm building them up just yet, just because right now we're pushing for 100% in Doom 3.4. And we don't even have any of the Rebirth guys right now. So far, Web Warriors are still doing the job. But if there's going to be a Doom 4 that comes out, then obviously at the end of the day, we got to account for that, right? I was able to get a 4 red on the US agent as well. So I might try again. 3 to 4 is generally a good benchmark. And then 5 is anything beyond that if you want to use the upgrades, or if you get lucky, of course. So that's it, guys. Let's get right into it. So a proper bash is her basic attack. So she's going to be attacking the primary target for percentage damage. As this ability gets leveled up, she's going to be applying regen to the most injured allies. So again, having that supportive capability on the team. And as well, if the most injured ally is a Rebirth, she's going to apply 2 regen. With the T4 ability here, it's just an extra increase in damage, and instead she's going to be applying 2 regen for 2 turns instead of the 1. So I'm going to hold back on T4ing right now in terms of recommendation. Let's take a look at the rest of her kit in terms of her special and ultimate before we make a judgment call here. But so far, her basic ability here, applying 2 regen is good. It's whether or not you want it for 2 full turns. So it's important to assess the rest of her abilities, because with T4 materials, it's a very crucial time as well when we want to make sure that we're conserving resources. But she's gonna be a very tanky and capable support character, that's for sure. Acrobatic Justice is her special ability here. As you can see, by using this ability, she's gaining Deflect in raids. She's going to also be applying Deflect to all of her fellow Rebirth allies, and attacking for said damage as well for the primary target. As this ability gets leveled up here, you can see Counter is also going to get applied to herself as well as the team. They're also going to gain Death Proof. Additional deflects are also going to get granted as well. This is going to be the sustainability aspect of the ability. And as you can see, it doesn't actually have any healing component until that level 6 component. So just keep that in mind. That level 5 component. Level 6 allows her to have the revive in play. As you can see, if no Rebirth allies are going to be actually revived, she's also going to be extending positive buffs by +1. So that's really huge, guys. And then lastly, with the T4 here, it's reviving them with a 60% base HP plus 100% extra damage to the primary target. So the Rebirth revival is much lower if you don't actually T4 and capitalize it, right? With the 30% to 60. So that's a pretty big jump, guys. For that reason, I think T4ing this ability does make sense, especially given that's going to be her role on the team to bring the team back, especially if they've fallen already. On top of that, it's nice that she applies the deflex as well as counters and Death Bruise. Rolling Liberty is her ultimate ability, attacking all targets for percentage damage. As we level this ability up, it's again another heal, but as well, she also cleanses and clears the negative effects from herself and 2 negative effects from allies at level 3. Leveling this ability up, the heal actually kicks in on level 4. She's also going to be applying a safeguard effect at level 5, so this ensures that any positive buffs on the team actually stay put and can't be taken away. And then with the T4 here, that safeguard actually does last for 2 full turns, and again, only applies in raids. So you guys are planning to bring this character up in their team in terms of using her outside of the raid setting. I would stop at level 6, but if you are planning to bring them up as the meta Bile team, then for sure this T4 does make sense. This ultimate is without a doubt no-brainer. That safeguard for 2 full turns just ensures all the buffs stay on put for them, and it ensures that they have that sustainability and support where needed. And then last but not least, guys, V for Victory passive ability. On turn, she's naturally going to be gaining regen already to herself and all the rest of the fellow Rebirth allies, as well as gaining additional block chance. If we level this ability up, they're going to be gaining additional armor and HP. And as well, the chance to actually assist on attack. So, I mean, she's going to be gaining already additional armor, but the fact that she can actually apply that assist now for her fellow Rebirth allies. And again, this one actually is a big one because level 4 allows them to have the defense up on spawn, which ensures that they have really good protection to mitigate damage. And then lastly, the T4 here ensures that any Rebirth ally, which is what I noted earlier in the inbox read, was that dropping below that 30% HP, she's going to be providing a natural heal as well. So again, I wouldn't stress this passive too much if you guys aren't involved in raids. You can see this truly only benefits the raid setting for healing and sustainability. And even actually level 4, it's only in raid. So I mean, you guys are just planning to bring her up in terms of playing campaign and other game modes. Level 3 probably makes the most sense. But if you guys are 100% going all in on the raid team, then for sure her special, her ultimate, and her passive, the T4s, do make sense. Again, now going back and revisiting this basic ability where she does apply the regen for 2 full turns, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest, because she's going to be, yes, she's going to be doing her basic attacks, but I guess the only other convention that would make the most sense is if we actually, you know, put an Iso-8 striker on her. She's going to be allowed that proper bash to, you know, repeat multiple times and applying a lot of regen across the board. That could be a potential route that we want to go. Depending on how much damage she's soaking up as well, a fortifier wouldn't be bad on her just to ensure that she stays alive, because if the healer stays alive, the rest of the team will constantly be gaining sustainability, right? So, I mean, that's kind of what I see right now. Skirmisher doesn't really make sense on Captain Carter just because she's the one that's providing a lot of heals and buffs. And although she is doing a decent amount of damage, I think it does actually make sense to potentially utilize a striker on her, or even something to bulk her up, such as a healer or a fortifier, and that way those ones actually give you some good direction. It's ultimately going to depend as well on what you want to slot in the rest of your team as well in that regard, right? US Agent, Agent Venom, we got Captain America, and then Winter Soldier. So I mean, that dynamic as well. Typically Captain America is a healer as well, so it'd be interesting to see the different dynamics there. But there you guys have it. A quick overview of Captain Carter and her kit. Hopefully you guys have some good red star pulls as well. I'm pretty happy with the 3. May go back later for the 4, but I mean, always fun to unwrap a character's kit and take a look at how this is going to change the meta, especially in these new bio raids for the future. So thank you as always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.